Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube session, this short session. So today we'll have a look at how we have helped a client to save more than $5,000 after an ATO audit. So basically what happened was the client received an ATO audit, and as a result, she had to pay $2,000 back to ATO. Okay, and then she engaged our services to help her with an objection and amendment. So the ending result was $3,000 refund. Okay, so there was $5,000 turnaround for the client. So let's have a look at how we did it. Okay, so before we go to the main content, just a quick declaration. The information provided here is for general guidance only. Please consult with an experienced tax agent or tax planner before making any decisions. Okay, so what factors to consider when you receive an ATO audit? So the one thing very important is ATO is not always right. So because the tax office is run by human beings, just like you and I. So we can make mistakes, and ATO can make mistakes too, and they're not always right. So when you receive an ATO audit, the first thing is don't panic, and then find ways to object or lodge an objection on their decisions. Okay. And then the issue is when ATO is doing an audit, they only pick up items that are not in compliance, but they wouldn't give you any advice on what items can be deductible. Okay, that's not their job actually. And then, so that's when you need to engage with an experienced tax planner. So the main difference between a tax planner and a tax agent is a tax planner will give you advice on how to maximize your deductions. Okay, so not actually majority part of tax agents in Australia, they don't provide tax planning advice. So you do need to search around to find a good tax planner who can give you some advice on how to lodge an objection, also prepare an amendment. Okay, so what we did with this particular client, so we just went through our common process. So looked through the, oh, let's go back to it. Okay, so the first thing is there are actually many deductions you can claim without receipts. So in our YouTube sessions, if you want to double check. So if you go to YouTube, search by our business name or practice name, Impact Taxation, you'll find our YouTube channel here. So one of the first ones you might want to have a look at how you can claim without receipts. So if you search by receipts here, okay, you'll find this one here, how to maximize tax deductions without receipts. Okay, so so I won't repeat the strategies we mentioned in that session. So you can have a look by yourself. So basically, you can potentially use bank statement, credit card transactions to support deductions. You could also double check your online accounts. Okay. And then the second thing you should consider also check on missed deductions due to common misconceptions. So we also have a separate YouTube session here. Okay, so 5 misconceptions on tax that could cost you thousands. Okay, so there we listed 5 there. There could be more, but the what's on the top include maybe an expense can be paid by a family member, but you can still claim the deduction even if you didn't pay it initially. Yeah, if you have reimbursed your family member or a friend for the cost, then you can claim deduction as well. And also, you could drive a car that's not registered under your name as long as you are paying for the expenses. Yeah, so sometimes people believe that, okay, if they didn't pay for the expenses, if the car is not registered under their names, they can't claim a deduction. That's not true. So make sure you understand all the misconceptions. Then you could also pick up other deductions, okay, that you can claim. All right, and then third thing you should consider is you need to select the best method to increase your deduction. So say, for example, for home office, you have two different methods, actual cost and fixed rate method. For a car, you have motor, the cents per kilometer method and also logbook method. So which one is actually the best for you? So if you have a law, we actually have a section of home office as well. Okay, why using the wrong method could cost you thousands in home office deductions. Okay, so this one is quite a common one. Sometimes when we receive new clients, even if they used a tax agent before, a wrong method could be chosen, and then they could be losing hundreds or thousands of dollars because a wrong method was chosen. All right, and then of course there are other strategies, like many other strategies. You could double check on your particular occupation. Different occupation could have very different allowed deductions. And then also you should maybe double check on basically for ATO, for different occupation, for different type of jobs you do, there are a list of deductions you could claim. And then, so basically you can double check with us, or there are strategies on lost and destroyed receipts. What if you can't find them? What other type of evidence you could potentially, maybe a diary, maybe, so sometimes multiple sources of evidence, you can combine them together to support one claim. So there are many other strategies you could potentially utilize. Okay, so that's actually, we just combine everything, and then we were able to help the client to add a lot more deductions, okay, than what she claimed at the beginning by herself. And that's how we have turned around the situation. And then the final result was a $3,000 refund instead of $2,000 payment to ATO. All right, so that's everything I wanted to mention in this session. A brief introduction about myself, also our contact details here. So if you have any questions, or if you have recently received a tax audit and you didn't know what to do, you might want to consider engaging our services. We'll see whether we can help you to turn around the situation as well. All right, thank you for joining us in today's session. We'll talk to you next time.